My name is Jagodzinsky. I'm from Whitefish Lake First Nation. I enjoy making things and doing things and being creative, and it's really exciting when someone's wearing your clothes. My undergrad is in graphic design. So the thing is that I actually took fashion courses at the same time as well. So I took human ecology courses, like history of fashion. I took like all the kind of pattern making courses and sewing courses. And then I also took courses in the drama department as well. I've always loved being creative. I love making things from scratch, from start to finish. I just like being creative. I love that every season it's different, so you always have like a new collection with like new pieces. The thing is, like, being a fashion designer, you're kind of like an artist. Like, we actually make everything from start to finish in here. So the thing is that we cut and sew everything. I think people get really like mixed up between designers and merchants. Like, merchants are people who buy things and they put their label on it. Like, designers actually like cut and sew, make patterns, and pretty much make everything from scratch, which is a really fun thing. It's it's pretty much like wearable art. Well, I used to work with Fashion Week, and I always wanted to kind of do my own thing, so I just pretty much started my own brand, and I've been doing it ever since 2011. I actually started doing a modern Indigenous kind of fashion lines in 2014. That was when I did the Four Direction collection. And with that collection, actually, I was in an exhibit called Native Fashion Now that toured through America that ended in this Smithsonian of American Indian. So the thing is that my stuff was put with all the other like American designers, which is very exciting. So it kind of got my name out there as well. And that's the same collection that the Royal Alberta Museum, they have 2 of my pieces right now. So that's one of the pieces with Cree syllabics, which is really fun. So it's kind of like a staple in the LUXX ready to wear kind of styles and patterns. Well, the thing is that when I was younger, there was really no designers that I could think of that were doing like the modern Indigenous stuff. So I wanted to kind of like take our culture and bring it to the modern world, because I feel like we're always kind of like put on the back burner and all that stuff, and we have a really beautiful culture that should be shared in a modern way. All the syllabics that we use, it has the same mantra. It says, "We will succeed." It's a mantra for all nations, because as Cree people, I really feel we're about sharing our culture. And that's one thing too, is like, people don't understand with like tribes and stuff. It's like, we're also different from like Blackfoot to Cree. It's kind of like saying French and British people, they're very different people, So I always like to, tell people that we're not like a pan-Indian. Well, I think fashion is important to any culture, because it's pretty much saying who you are without having to speak. The one thing too is like all the different tribes and stuff, it kind of tells who they are. And I just kind of want the modernity of that. It's kind of like, as Woodland Cree people, like, we had buckskin and fringe. So this is kind of like a modern version of it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like taking back of the kind of traits that we've had that kind of like have been lost. It's kind of like even with cowboys. The thing is that, where do you think they got their fringe from? They got it from us, and no one really knows that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like taking, education and trying to educate people as well at the same time. It was pretty exciting. With Sophie Trudeau, her stylist called me. So they got me just to send options, and then from there she sent her sizes, and then she picked something. So that was kind of exciting. She wore it in Japan for some event. And with the Kim K thing, she actually came here, I think like 2011. She came to this event. So what happened was that she saw my dress, and then she wanted it. So then she sent the measurements, and then I sent it to her, which was kind of exciting. It looks all kind of glamorous from outside, but there's actually like a lot of work. You need to learn how to So there's lots of like social media stuff. It depends on what kind of designer, I guess. There's like designers that, you know, they make just corsets or like they make just bags. I think kind of start off, you know, slowly and figure it out from there.